A diplomatic drama unfolded recently, with Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney finding himself in a tricky situation. In a bold move, Ontario's Premier Doug Ford, a populist conservative, aired an anti-tariff ad in the U.S. citing former President Ronald Reagan's speech. This advertisement, however, had unintended consequences. It offended President Trump, leading him to end trade talks with Canada and threaten a 10% tariff hike on Canadian goods. Carney, a Liberal, took responsibility for the relationship with the U.S. and apologized to Trump during a dinner at the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit. He stated, "I'm the one responsible for managing our relationship with the U.S. president." But here's where it gets controversial. Carney advised Ford not to run the ad, yet Ford went ahead, causing a diplomatic stir. When asked about Ford's response, Carney remarked, "It's not something I would have done." The ad's impact was twofold. It misrepresented Reagan's position on tariffs, according to Trump, and it influenced the upcoming Supreme Court arguments on Trump's tariff powers. Lower courts had already ruled against Trump's authority to impose such tariffs. Carney has been working to secure a trade deal with Trump, aiming to lower tariffs on steel, aluminum, and other sectors. The economic impact of these tariffs is significant, affecting Canadian exports to the U.S., which account for over 3/4 of Canada's total exports. Carney's next move is to introduce measures in the federal budget on November 4th to protect and diversify Canada's economy, reducing its reliance on a single trade partner. And this is the part most people miss. Carney's strategy is not just about trade, it's about empowering Canada to take control of its economic future. So what do you think? Is Carney's approach a wise move for Canada's economic sovereignty? Or is it a risky strategy that could backfire? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments.